Today we're going to take a look at a lesser priced option from Harbor Freight that allows you to throw it up on the dashboard of your vehicle and use solar power to charge your iPhone or some other device while you're at work or while you're driving. So let's open it up, see what we get, and after that we're going to test it out. We're going to throw it in direct sunlight here, parked in my driveway for a couple hours. We'll see what kind of percentage we get on the iPhone. So let's see what comes in the box first. All right, so here is the bag that it comes in. It's heavy, I'll give it that. Wow, okay. Here it is. Pardon the reflection. Here is a normal hookup that you can use for plugging into like a trickle charge or something like that. Has a kickstand on the back. I'll give you a look. It actually feels sturdier than the 18-watt foldable one I had, which makes sense, of course. See what else comes in the package. Uh-oh, nothing? There we go. I knew there were supposed to be some adapters. So let's give you an up-close look at the box first. No French like you get in Canada. Here's the manual in case you don't know what a solar panel is. I'll throw this down here. Here is our bag of goodies. It's actually kind of cool. I like the versatility of this solar panel.
Little did he know that he was soon to be disappointed.
You plug that into the little pigtail quick connect, plug that into your cigarette lighter, and you can sit and trickle charge your battery till your heart's content. Alligator clips, your battery clamps, whatever you want to call it, so you can plug it directly onto a battery, like for a lawn tractor, something like that. They're not huge, but it's only 7 watts worth of power. Once again, right here, and the thing that a lot of people are probably interested in, and I think is a pretty ingenious little pigtail. There's your quick disconnect. There's a light to let you know it's working. And there's your USB-A charging port. We're gonna throw it on the dashboard of my vehicle. We're gonna plug a phone into it. We're gonna see how much percentage of battery we can gain on it, and we'll look at the features up close. So this thing will give you 7 watts of power. It's great for topping off or keeping topped off batteries in storage. Something like RVs, vehicles. It also comes with mounting hardware, so if you wanted to put it permanently on the roof of a utility trailer, something like that, it would work great. Here's the cool feature. It has a built-in blocking diode. It means when the sun goes down, it doesn't try to draw power from your car vehicle battery. So this thing's regular $36.99. If you're an Inside Track member from Harbor Freight, you can get it for $27.99. Hey there, neighbor. How are you? What do we got? Well, first thing we have, solar panel right there. So I ain't gonna put it on any angle whatsoever. I'm just throwing it on the dash like most normal human beings would. We're now gonna hook in the USB adapter, red to show it's work. Next comes the USB-C iPhone adapter. And finally, we have a phone that's completely dead. Now we have charging. We'll come back in 2 hours and we'll check it out. What are we getting? We're getting almost 5 volts, 0.43 amps. Okay. Red light means it's working. We got all these extra adapters in here. And there it is, sitting on the dashboard. Sorry about the sunlight. You can see it working in there. Working. Now the sun is off to that way. This is facing due south and it's flat as a board. Right now the sun is more southwest and it should be at 45 degrees. But this is a very real world scenario. And we got no charge. It actually went down by 4%. So this is not going to work on a flat surface. So trial number 2, complete bullshit. We will try number 3 in just a minute. Okay, we're going to hide it under there. It's still going to get hot. Directly there, directly facing the 4 o'clock sun, but there's still plenty of solar power there. If this doesn't work, I don't know, folks. Let me get you in here so you can see. It's at 20% and it is charging at the moment. we interrupt your regularly scheduled product testing to tell you that I ended it at this point because I was so damn frustrated. Let me fill you in exactly on what happened there in case it wasn't 100% clear. So, first testing, I put it on the dashboard in my vehicle, plugged in using a USB-C to USB-A, and then I plugged in a power monitor as well. So it looked like it was working. What I didn't realize was when it was blinking on and off, that was the entire thing resetting because it wasn't getting constant power. So I thought, okay, well, I went back after an hour and no change in the battery. I thought, well, maybe it just doesn't have the juice to bring a phone that's completely dead back to life. Or maybe these extra adapters were interfering with the power getting to the phone. I wasn't sure. So I thought, okay, let's change it. So I moved my truck from facing west to facing south, and I plugged it straight from the USB on the back of the solar panel and then plugged it in to the phone. I actually plugged it into a USB port on the truck for a little while just to give it some juice, got it up to 25%. Plugged it in for an hour, came back. It had actually lost 4% sitting there. It lost more than if it hadn't been plugged in at all. So I was getting a little pissed at this point. I thought, okay, well, we're going to do it perfect. It was getting late in the day. So I put it on top of my recycling bin at a 45-degree angle facing the sun where it was at that moment. I left it out there. Nothing. It kept looking like it was charging. It did nothing. This thing, whether I got a dud or it's just a piece of crap, is the first solar item from Harbor Freight that I absolutely had no luck with. This thing was a piece of junk. So my thoughts on this? Run. Stay away from it. Unless I just got a dud and Harbor Freight's out there listening and wants to send me a few more to test. Other than that, this thing was a huge disappointment. The complete opposite of the foldable solar panel I looked at a couple of weeks ago. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I get questions all the time about Harbor Freight solar panels, and I thought, hey, we might as well just keep knocking out some of the reviews because I got a bunch of products for them. And if you stuck around to the end of this video, that means, hey, I made this content for you, and I appreciate it. If you're already subscribed, great. And if you aren't, hit the subscribe button and stick around. If you're into Harbor Freight and solar and that sort of thing, check out this video here that I did on the Harbor Freight foldable solar panel. You'll really enjoy it. And as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.